In this video, I'm going to share how an electronic artist and an Instagram artist sold over $4 million worth of NFT art in 5 minutes. And then the next day, they sold a single NFT art piece for over $1.3 million. For those who don't know me, I'm Nick O'Neill, aka Nifty Nick, and I'm covering on this channel the rise of the NFT boom. So let's jump into it. I'm going to start on Nifty Gateway. Just to give a quick overview, if you aren't familiar with NFTs at the moment, they are absolutely blowing up. Nifty Gateway happens to be one of the largest marketplaces doing individual drops of limited runs for limited periods of time in which you can bid on various art pieces. They're one of the more popular ones at the moment. There's also a number of other marketplaces, including Rarible. I came here loaded up on Rarible. The Beeple art piece that was resold. Beeple, if you're not familiar, is the artist who sold a $67 million NFT the other day in partnership with Christie's. This one is being resold for $207,000, which is a great return if you spent only $1,000 on this art piece when it first launched. Good luck getting it. The other market is Known Origin. This is a smaller marketplace, but I just wanted to demonstrate that there's a lot of marketplaces popping up at the moment. This one has sold only 3,856 Ethereum worth of art. However, that's still over $7 million, which just demonstrates how much activity is going on in the space when you consider the fact that it is just digital art pieces. And then NBA Top Shot is one of the most popular at the moment, with over 300 million worth of digital art sold on this site. These are for virtual playing cards, similar to the print versions of the past, but now you can have more dynamic content, as is demonstrated here on their homepage. Many people claim that this may become the replacement for physical collection trading cards. That's yet to be seen, but what has been seen is hundreds of millions of dollars being sold on these. And then I wanted to hop into Foundation, which is an invite-only marketplace, but I wanted to point out one of these artists just to show the variety of content being sold here. Katherine Frasier, someone who's exploring the modern consumer art space at the moment, has been creating videos of herself eating fruit and selling it on Foundation. The amounts that she's selling it for is pretty significant to the average artist. For example, this version of her eating a blood orange sold for over $1,000. That's the same case with this star fruit as well. Actually, I should say it's closer to around $1,500 based on that Ethereum price. She does other art as well. However, these fruit videos, this one of her eating a lemon plum, I haven't eaten one, but I definitely like to check it out. That one sold for nearly $3,000. This one for closer to $1,700 of a dragon fruit, and it goes on. It just goes to show the sort of content that people are selling right now, and it's somewhat random, I would say, as to who's seeing success, although it tends to typically correlate with people's social media following. So let's jump into the art auction that I had mentioned before, which was between or a combination of two artists teaming up. First off, we have 3Lau, who's an electronic artist and now a burgeoning NFT artist as well, and Mike Paracella, who's also known as SlimeSunday on Instagram and is known for creating, as you can tell, somewhat sexual and drug-induced imagery. So as I wrote on NFTnick.com, quick plug, check it out. They sold over $5 million in under 48 hours. The first 4.3 million was sold in 5 minutes. I'm loading it up here. What you can see is, I think I may have loaded it. Yep. So their partnership was for 4 individual pieces that sold over $4 million in 5 minutes. We can click into any given one of these on Nifty Gateway. This Faces piece, which sold for $333, sold 4,934 editions. You can click through and see the resale of these. So if you come on and purchase one, you can resell it to anybody else. That's the beauty of NFTs. And many people are doing so at the moment. If we click into one of these pieces that was purchased, we'll be able to check out, what activity we've seen for that individual piece. This one is currently selling for $850. But what's cool is you can click on market stats and see that the average resale price of this is $661. So if you purchased this piece for $333, you made nearly 100% on that if you decided to resell it. We've also seen $643,000, almost $644,000 worth of resales of this individual art piece, which is pretty significant activity, considering the fact that this is literally digital art and I can just screen record this if I really want a piece, but I don't own it. Which brings me to the other sale that they actually did, which John Legier, I don't know how to say his last name, Legier, he is the CEO of T-Mobile, and he hopped on Clubhouse and shelled out $1.33 million for the unnamed piece, which he will get to name. There will also be a full-length music video and song associated with this, which John will get to name. Although he said during the live Clubhouse that this piece was for his daughter, and that she ultimately gets to own it, which is quite nice. My parents have not bought me $1 million gift, but I still love them. But as you can see here, this auction was, quite competitive. However, at the end, John swooped in and upped the bid by $200,000 to the $1.33 million, winning this individual piece. It's quite representative of the time that we live in right now, that there's so many of these sales going on. Many people are saying, is this a bubble? The answer to that is yes. Is this the replacement for collectibles moving forward? The answer to that is maybe. I think it's an expansion of collectibles and has made it accessible to many more people. Although, thousands of dollars or millions of dollars is not accessible to most people. However, there's dollar pieces that you can purchase on here. But yeah, you can scroll through any of these markets and check out, any of the drops that have occurred and purchase your own. One of the other popular marketplaces, OpenSea, is another one where anyone can sign up, sell art just like Rarible, and resell it and hope that you hit the jackpot, that people love your art. As you can see here, Rarible shows the top artists over the past day. You can also switch over to other time periods, 1 day, 7 days, or 30 days, and see the amount of sales, the top selling artists and how much they've sold. This individual artist has sold 462 ETH, or almost $1 million. Bored Elon, who has a popular Twitter account, has sold 235 ETH, or over or near $500,000 worth of pieces of art, which is absolutely mind-blowing considering the fact that this happened in nearly a week, over a few weeks. So I wanted to share that and this auction. This is quite an interesting time and quite an interesting space to be in. I'm going to be documenting this on nftnick.com. Feel free to check it out. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel down below. Click subscribe, click the like button if you're looking for more content like this and you want to follow along as we cover the NFT space. We're going to have some interviews coming up with NFT artists, which I'll be publishing on here. So make sure to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for joining.